What's up, you guys, and welcome back again to my channel. Today we are going to talk about these guys. We're going to talk about farming the bees and how to harvest the honeycombs and how to get honey. And we're going to talk about everything the bees are useful for, how to transport them, how to get them back, and then how to breed them. All right. And don't forget, if you like the video, please head down to the bottom, click that like button, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned. We'll see you in just a minute. All right, you guys. So let's talk about this. Since these guys are already out, we'll talk about breeding these guys first. Once you have them at your property and you're building your farm, to get these guys to breed, you feed them flowers. All right, and you have to have at least two to get your farm started. That's a baby. So let's go over to one of the other full-size ones. Here we go. And you feed them flowers, and then as soon as you feed them flowers, they will create a little baby bee. And then as soon as the little baby bee is created, you'll see the XP pop out. All right. Now, once you get a ton of bees, a whole bunch of them can fit inside of one beehive. All right. But you're going to need multiple beehives to fit all the bees in all of the different beehives. So if you have too many, basically they won't go into the same beehive. All right, so that's basically what's going to happen. Now, the way you get a beehive to spawn is exactly what I've done right here. You can get a beehive to spawn on your property by planting a flower right next to a tree. And personally, I like the birch. Okay, and as soon as this grows into a full-size tree, there is a chance with a flower next to it, there is a chance that beehives will spawn under that tree. And we have multiple trees here that have spawned natural beehives. Now that's not 100% necessary, okay? If you don't have that option, if you can't get them for whatever reason to spawn on your location, then what you can do is you can go out into the wild and you can get some, what do you call them? You can go out into the wild, you can find the bees, and then you can use the leads to pull them back to your location. Or you can use flowers and they will follow you, just like this bee right here is following me. Now, once they are done making their little babies, though, the only problem is they go back and they leave and they'll go back home. So you need to lead them and tie them off on your property so that they stick around. Now, here's a little trick. If it's nighttime and you see a beehive and you have a silk touch tool, you can actually pick up the beehive during the night with the bees still in it, and it won't make them mad. Okay, so you can pick it up and then place it where you want to place it, just like that. And it doesn't make any of the bees mad, and the bees are still inside that. You see it's still full of honey. Okay, now when you harvest these, the honeycombs from these, actually let's go ahead and rest real quick so these phantoms quit bothering me. So when you harvest them, though, I wouldn't stand right next to it when you're harvesting it. All right. The reason for that is as soon as you clip it with the shears, the bees are going to come out of it, and they have a high chance of stinging you right then and there. Man, he was coming after me as soon as I went inside. You guys see that? They're going crazy for me today. So there's a couple of different ways you can harvest stuff from these. And one of them is harvesting the honeycombs. All right. Now all the bees are out. And we're going to wait just a minute till they run back Actually, I should be safe. I have enough room over here. So let me show you. I'm going to stand back just a little bit. I'm going to harvest this, but I have to run as quick as I can to get away from these bees, and I have to find a place to hide. I have a really nice underwater breathing setup with my helmet here, so I like to jump in water. But if you don't have that, just running inside your house or property and going and shutting the door behind you really quickly will work just fine. All right, ready? Let me show you what this looks like. Get as far as away as I can. I'm gonna harvest it and then I'm gonna run as quick as I can over here, trying to stay away from the bees. And I'm gonna go under the water, and then you'll see them. They can't come under the water to come get me, and you know they're still angry because their eyes are red. Okay, and their eyes will stay red for probably 15 to 30 seconds. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but they stay mad, and then once they get over it and their eyes turn back to a regular color, you can come out and go pick up the honeycombs that just dropped. And the same thing works if you want to use a jar and collect the honey that comes out of the hives as well. Except this one you won't have to go back and pick up what you dropped. So let's do the same thing. Let's harvest the honey and then go run. Same thing I just did too. And then go hide under the water. Be careful when you're doing that. Alright. And now you can see here I have 2 honey bottles. Now if you do accidentally get stung by one of the bees, it doesn't hurt you too bad, but what does happen if you don't have a lot of bees is the bee that stung you, it will actually die. Kind of like in real life, a bee that loses its stinger, it stings, is its fate is to now basically die. And so that's what happens to a bee after it stings you. It perishes in this world as well. It just pops away, and yeah, sadly, that's what happens. Now there's a ton of bees around me right now, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look off to this side, make sure none of the bees are over here, and then I'm going to do the same exact thing. Oh, you know what? I'm going to harvest this one. They're in my way. I don't feel comfortable doing it that way yet. Anyway, we're going to leave them alone for now. Since I have so many bees, actually, I'm going to go ahead and build more of these beehives. And then you build a beehive by using 3 of the honeycomb right down the middle and then 6 planks. Alright, so basically that's what you need. I'm going to build, let's go ahead and build 4 more of these. Alright, and I like to place them under the trees. There's no specific reason it doesn't have to be under a tree. I just like it because it helps me keep them all in the same direction, and then it helps me to know that that's where to plant my trees, because this is also not only my bee farm, this also doubles as my birch tree farm. Okay, so I'm using this as a double purpose farm. It's my birch tree farm and it's my beehive farm. Okay, now let's talk about some of the things that you can build using the bees. Now you already saw that I had built a beehive using the honeycombs, right? So there's also other things that you can build as well. Alright, and I'll show you that in just a second. And one of the really cool things that you can build using this is a very, what do you want to call it? Specialized type of block. Okay? You can build a very specialized type of block. Pick up the honeycombs. And let me show you. Right here you can build a honeycomb block. And then there's also, ooh, I don't think I have enough to do it yet. let me build up some more honey, and then you can actually not just build a honeycomb block, but you can build a honey block. And I don't think I'm going to have enough quite yet to do that, actually. I think you need 9. Oh, he got me. If you do get the effect, a little bit of milk and take it right away, but it actually doesn't do much to you. So a little bit of milk fixes you. And what I like to do, just to replace the bee that is going to die, is while I'm sitting under here, I like to feed these guys just so that they breed and replace the one bee that is going to die from stinging me. And so now you can see I have at least a couple of babies to replace the one bee that died. Sadly, he stung me, and that's what happens. I only have 3 jars of honey, so that's not quite enough, but let me see if I can search it up for you guys. Oh no, I forgot. My game, for whatever reason, is not letting me type, so I can't even search it for you guys. Can I scroll down and find it? That's the other question. There it is, right there. Oh, so it looks like you only need 4 jars of honey to create the honey block. This one you need 4 honeycombs, so I can make one of those. And then you can also make a block of raw honey. Oh, I'm sorry. Raw gold. I'm totally wrong on that. I thought I read honey for a second because I'd looked away. Nope, you can just create the 2. Alright. Honey. And then I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's very similar to the slime block. The honey block is very sticky and you stick to it. And it's very cool. You can use it for all different kinds of things. Anyway, these are some reasons you could use a honey farm. And let's go ahead and try to harvest one of these guys really quickly. I'm going to harvest it and run. I don't think I made them mad. So if there's no bees inside of the beehive when you harvest it, then they don't get mad. Anyway, let's show you what that looks like. Now I have 4 jars of the honey. I can make a honey block. And there it is. You can see I can jump like normal on a regular block, but then when I get to the honey block, I get stuck to it a little bit. Regular jumps, and then sticky. Pretty cool. Alright, you guys. And that's basically all you need to know about the honeybees. These guys are very nice. You can go in and around them and they don't get mad. The only time they really get mad is if you start harvesting or messing with them. But just being around them, it's nothing serious. Honeybees. I'm going to harvest one more. I'm moving these out of my way. And then actually, do I want to shear it? No, I'm going to use the jars. So I'm going to use the jar. And then as soon as I harvest this last one, is there one or is there 2? Oh, looks like there's 2 that I can harvest. Alright, I'm going to harvest 2 of them and then run over and get in the water. There's one. There's two. And then go in. And I did it safely without getting trapped. Perfect. Make more bees while you're over here. Come on, bees. Now they're not mad anymore. Make sure you don't kill off all your bees. Make sure you keep the bees breeding and breed more and more bees and more beehives. That way you never run out, just in case by accident your bees get away and start stinging you. Alright, you guys, that's it for today's video. If you liked the video, oh no, who stung me? Did I hit him on accident? Yeah, I think I hit him. Oh well. You guys gonna wander off, and it is what it is. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, please get down to the bottom, click that like button. If you want to see more videos just like this, please subscribe to my channel. If you know anybody else who likes this kind of thing, please share my channel with them. It really helps my channel grow. And guys, we'll talk to you next time. Later.